This is one way on how hackers can run malicious scripts inside a target machine without touching the disk. In this video, I will show you different techniques on how hackers evade detection when running malicious bash scripts. The first and most common, I think, is to serve the malware over HTTP. This is the typical method you will see in Capture the Flags. To do that, we need to run an HTTP server inside the attacker machine. Then inside the compromised machine, an attacker can just run that bash script directly over HTTP. If an attacker has a direct SSH access to the target, he can just send the script through standard input. Sometimes doing it in this manner is not straightforward. For instance, there may be some protection or filtering in place that can prevent an attacker running a script over SSH, so he can use different variations. For example, attackers can explicitly call bash on the remote to force read from standard input. If that didn't work, he can try to use the file descriptor method. Recall that number 0 corresponds to standard in. If for some reasons access to /proc is forbidden, attacker can leverage systemd run. This is effective as well since most Linux distros are using systemd. If the attacker also doesn't want to leave a trace even from the originating machine, he can use here docs and put the script inside. Aside from traditional methods, attackers can also abuse installed softwares inside the target. For example, if tmux is available, he can use the following technique. He can open the malware and pipe it to the SSH connection. Then instead of calling bash, he can call tmux. The send keys mimics a key press remotely. This also tells tmux to target the first window or pane. Then cat command will be evaluated on the remote host reading whatever is passed through the standard input. And finally, to complete the key press, attacker can tell tmux to press enter. Downside of this is that the feedback may not be visible from the attacker side, so he may need to add some blind verifications to check whether the malware ran successfully or not. Another one, which most knows about, is to use netcat. Attacker can open a listener and send the malware through standard input. Then from the victim side, he can connect to that listener and pipe it to an interpreter. SOCAT is also a popular network tooling for attackers. The idea is similar with netcat, but the syntax is different. This is a good replacement if netcat is not available. The techniques we saw here are just some of the ways on how to run a script without touching the disk. They also leveraged user space tools such as curl, netcat, or SOCAT. If you want to see more advanced techniques, please have a look at the playlist below. I hope you learned something today. If you find my content valuable, please support me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. See you on the next one.